Hello students, today we are going to understanding the one important derivation, that is a lens maker formula. It is also known as a what? Refraction by a lens, that we can understand now. Okay, so now see here we are going to understanding the one important derivation, that is we are going to call lens maker formula. So this is a refraction by a lens. Refraction by a lens. Okay, so refraction by a lens, or it is also known as a what? Lens maker formula. It is popularly known as lens maker's formula. Okay, so this is what we are going to call the refraction by a lens or lens maker formula. So what is exactly lens maker formula means? So this formula, it is used for calculating the power of the lens or focal length of the lens. Okay, for example, to manufacture this type of specs, so they require what? Focal length. For that they are using this formula, so that formula we are popularly known as lens maker formula. Okay, so today that derivations we can understand. So here we are using the what? Convex lens. One convex lens we are using it. Okay, so that ray diagram I am going to drawing here. Please carefully see that, because how we are drawing no, so that way we have to draw it in the exam or preparatory exam or annual examination. Okay, so this is what we are going to see, that principal axis. This is the one convex lens. Okay, so whenever the ray which is passes through the optic center and center of curvature, there are two center of curvatures, we can see that. So there are two center of curvatures. Okay, so this is the one object O, it is placed okay in front of the lens. So one ray which is passes through the what? Principal axis. So that ray, it is undeviated, means it does not deviate. Okay, so this is the one ray it is passes. There are two surfaces, we can see that. One we are going to see the ABC, another one we are going to see that ADC. One we are going to see that ABC and another one is the ADC. Now one ray which is incident at the point N, we are taking as a N. This is the what we are going to see, that N1. This one we are going to call the N1. Okay, so what will be happen means, this is incident at this point. So here what happens now, the refractive index of rarer medium. Okay, so this is N1. So this one is N2 and this one is N1. Okay, so refractive index in the rarer medium, this is the N2 is the refractive index in the glass medium. Again refractive index in the rarer medium, we can see it. So now when a ray passes from rarer medium to the denser medium, it will be bent towards the normal. So how we are going to take the normal means, as we are knowing that there is a center of curvature for ABC and another is the ADC. That diagram I am going to draw in the next figure A and B. So this is figure 1, we can see that, figure 2 and 3. So I am going to write down for the refraction at the ABC and refraction at the ADC. Because it have two surfaces, two curved surfaces are there, because of that 2 times what happens, no, refraction is going to be takes place. It undergo in the water 2 spherical refraction. Okay, so spherical refraction, it means there are 2 surfaces are there, spherical refracting surfaces. Because of that, so it will be undergoing the 2 spherical refraction. So this is the one, it will be move as it is, that we are going to call it is a virtual image, is a virtual object. For example, ABC is absent, ADC is present, means it will be virtual. If it is ABC is present, ADC is absent, then it is a real image. It will be formed at the I1 we are going to see that. And then this is what we are going to see, that I, that is the real image. As we are knowing that from the O to this optic center, that distance we are calling the object distance. Again here we can see that image distance, that is what optic center to the eye, and another one we are going to see that V1, so optic center to the that I1, so that we are going to call the virtual image. Okay, so now see, for refraction at there are 2 surfaces we are going to see that one surface is called ABC and another is the ADC. Okay, so here we are going to see that so the image formed can be seen in terms of 2 steps. Okay, the image formation can be formed in 2 steps. Okay, so 2 steps. So the first one is called refraction at spherical surface ABC. That we can understand here. Okay, so now we are going to draw the water. So this is the one, ABC is the one spherical surface. This is what we are going to see, that ABC is the one spherical surface. So this is the one principal axis, the ray which is passes through the principal axis, it is undeviated. So here object is placed at the O. From here to the distance we are going to see that this is N1. Okay, so this one we are going to see that N2, that is the denser medium. So that medium we are going to call the denser medium. So now the ray, it will be passes and it emitted to the water N1. So here we are going to take the N1, this is N2. So here we can see that there is a curved surface, that curved surface it having the center of curvature, that we are going to call the C1, and the radius of curvature, it is the R1, we can see it. So as we are knowing that the tangent from the water, the radius of curvature. Okay, so here this is tangent, means it is a perpendicular to this surface, that we are going to call the normal to the line of incidence. So it is normal to the line of incidence, it is takes place now. So the ray which is passes from rarer medium to the denser medium, it is bent towards the normal. Okay, so then it is formed the what? Real image, that is forming the water real image, that is I1. So from again we can take the image, that is the image, real image we are going to call, no? So that is the V1, we are taking it. We are taking the what? V1. From that figure, okay, according to the spherical refracting surface, that formula, according to spherical refracting surface, so here we are going to see that N1 by U, okay, plus N2 by V equal to N2 n1 minus, or it is a difference we are taking it, difference n2 divided by r. Okay, divided by r. From figure, this is 1 we are going to call figure 1. This is figure 2 we are going to see that. Okay, so from figure 2, okay, so this is n1 equal to, we can take the air medium, that is 1. n2 equal to, we are referring that n. Okay, so that is a n2 equal to n we are referring. Okay, and so u equal to, it is in the place of this side, that is minus u, and this is v is real image, that is v1 we are taking, that is that side, that is positive, and r, the radius of curvature, we are taking the what, r1, that we are going to take it as a r. So these things will substitute here. So therefore above equation, so equation 1 becomes, therefore equation 1 becomes, okay, this is equation 1 means, so this one is 1 divided by minus u plus n2 value is n divided by, so this is a v means v1 we are taking it. Okay, so v1 equal to, so n minus 1, so difference I have written, so which is greater, no, n is greater, minus 1 divided by, this is r is, we are going to write down the what, n1. Now this is a equation 2 we can write it. This is what we are going to call the equation 2. Okay, so now another one refracting surface we are taking. So this is the another one refracting surface, so that we are going to take it as a ADC. This is the what, ADC. This surface we are going to take it as a ADC. Okay, so that is the ADC. So now here the object, it is in the water denser medium, so that is we are taking as a what, n1 equal to n. Here we are mentioning that n1 equal to n. Here we can mention the n2 equal to 1. Okay, that is the rarer medium. So now this one is called what, C2, that is center of curvature. Center of curvature to the this n2 point. This is the n2. Okay, so here it is the n2. So here I have written that n2. Okay, so now the ray which is moving from the what, denser medium to the rarer medium. So this is the what, virtual object. This act like a what, a virtual object. So this is the what we are going to see, that I1 dash, that is the virtual object. So when a ray travel from denser medium to the rarer medium, the ray which is bent away from the normal, so that will be bending away from the normal, so that is I we are taking it. So from here to here, that is v1 we are going to see that, and d to the I, that is the what, v we can see it. D to the I, that is the v we are going to see that. So again, so the refraction at a spherical refracting surface. It is the spherical refracting surface ABC. So this is a spherical refracting surface ADC. Okay, spherical refracting surface ADC. So now from figure 3, so this is what we are going to think as a figure 3. So this is the what, figure 3 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ figure 3 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, so n2 that will be act like a what, n. Sorry, this is n1. I have to take it as a n1. Okay, so n1. So this one is n1 equal to n and n2 equal to 1. Okay, so and so this is u equal to virtual object, that is minus v1, and v is the what real image, that is v we are considering. Now these things again substitute in the equation 1. Okay, so therefore equation 1 can be written as equation 1 can be written as equation 1 can be written as. So now see, we are going to substituting here values. N1 is n. Okay, so this is a virtual object, that is u is virtual object, that is minus v1 plus. Okay, so n2 is 1, and this is the what v, that is the real image, that is v we are taking it. Again here which is greater, now that we can take it n1 minus 1, and r equal to minus r2 because it is in the opposite direction, so that's why we are taking it as a minus r2. This is equation 2, we are equation 3 we can write it. So that we are going to call that equation 3. Okay, so I hope you people are understanding. So here we are going to take the 3 diagrams. One main diagram it will be there. If you draw in the annual examination, this is enough. So many students they are asking me, sir, all the 3 diagrams you have to draw it. So yes, if you draw it is good only. So main diagram is this only. Okay, so this second and third, for the substitution we require these diagrams. So because of that it is necessary to draw it. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೆ, ಸರ್ ನಾ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ 3 ಬರೆಯೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ನನಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದೇ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡೋದು ನಡೀತದ, ಒಂದೇ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಡ್ರಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 3 ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, 3 ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತ. Okay, so take down it. So now we are going to add equation 1 and 2. So here we are going to adding the equation 1 and 2. Sorry, 2 and 3. So equation 2 and 3. Okay, so adding equation 2 and equation 3. So this is first equation, that is minus 1 by u plus this is n by v1 equal to, okay, so that is a n minus 1 divided by r1. Similarly we can take that plus 1 by v minus of n divided by v1 equal to n minus 1 divided by r2. So now these 2 get cancelled. Okay, so that will be get cancelled. So when you add minus 1 by u plus 1 by v equal to n minus 1 divided by r1. Okay, n minus 1 divided by r1 plus n minus 1 divided by r2. Okay, n minus 1 divided by r2. So this is minus 1 by u plus 1 by v, n minus 1 bracket we are taking. So sorry, this is minus sign, no, this is minus 1 minus, it is a minus only. So that is bracket 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. Okay, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. From a length formula, one length formula we are going to see that from length formula. Okay, this is length maker formula. Here length formula one it will be there. So that length formula is minus 1 by u plus 1 by v equal to 1 by f. Minus 1 by u plus 1 by v equal to 1 by f. So this above equation we can write down. Therefore, this totally it becomes what? 1 by f equal to n minus 1 bracket 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. So this equation is called Lensmaker equation. This equation we are going to call the, so this equation is called Lensmaker's formula. Lensmaker's formula. Lensmaker's formula. Okay, so Lensmaker's formula. I hope you people are understanding this. So now we are going to understanding the power of a lens means what? The power of a lens means, so here we can see that it is a measure of convergence or divergence. Okay, so of which the lens, so it will be introduced in the light falling on it clearly. A lens is the what? Shorter focal length bends the incident light more, while converges it in the case of convex lens and diverging in the case of concave lens. Okay, so that is we are going to call power of a lens. Okay, that meaning of the power of a lens we know it. So here the definition what it is going to say that first we can understand power of a lens is defined as the tangent of the angle. Tangent of the angle means this is the angle is there, no? So that is the tangent of an angle which it converges or diverges a beam of light falling at any distance from the optical center. So wherever it will be light, it will be falling. Okay, so this distance it must be what? Unit, that is 1. So when it is a unit distance from the optical center. What is a optical center means what? Here I have drawn the diagram. So when a incident light fall on to that lens, okay, so incident light and this emergent light both are parallel. So the refracted light which is at the point of principal, the refracted means in the inside the lens. So there is a one ray, that refracted ray passes through the water, this is the principal axis. So there one point we are getting, that point we are going to call optical center. That point we are going to call what? Optical center. So here also it is used that the power of a lens is defined as the tangent of angle by which it converges or diverges a beam of light falling at a unit distance from the optical center. From the optical center to this one, the distance will be what? Unit. So as we are knowing that this is the what angle is there, no? So that is a theta or delta it is taken. Somewhere it is written like delta also. This is delta they have taken. So from figure we are going to understanding that from figure tan delta equal to, so that is a opposite by adjacent. So tan delta is nothing but what? Opposite divided by adjacent. So opposite here h by f. According to the definition, so a tangent of the angle by which it converges or diverges a beam of light at unit distance, that h must be what? A unit distance from the optical center. So that is tan delta equal to 1 by f. For small angles we can see that for small angles, so that is delta equal to 1 by f. This delta is nothing but what? Power of the lens. So thus we can write down the water. So P equal to 1 by f. Or else it's a reciprocal of the focal length. Power of a lens is also known as what? A reciprocal of the what? Focal length. This is what we are going to call the power of a lens. Now it's SI unit. SI unit we can see that SI unit of power of a lens is SI unit of power of a lens. Power of a lens. So that is we can see that power of a lens is dioptry. Okay, it is denoted by capital D. For convex lens it is positive. For concave it is a negative. Okay, so that is the dioptry. So this we are going to call the 1 dioptry means what? So 1 diopter means if P equal to 1 by F. So here F equal to 1 meter. So then this is 1 by 1, that is 1 diopter we can see it. So how to define this one means the power of a lens of focal length of 1 meter, okay, so is 1 diopter. The power of a lens of focal length 1 meter is a 1 diopter. So that is the definition of the what diopter. Okay, I hope you people are understood. So in next class we will continue. Thank you.